art time. Hello everybody, today we are making Zentangle Tiles. Welcome to Art Time for All. Let's remember that Zentangles are a form of art that help you achieve calmness. If you want to learn the history and basic Zentangles, like the classic ones, I would advise you to watch that video first. There's a link in the description. If you already know a little bit about Zentangles, then let's get to work. There are 5 elemental strokes to do a Zentangle. The first stroke is going to be a straight line. You need to be able to do a line to do a Zentangle. This is a simple one. The second strokes are C shapes. So this is like curves, and you can make C's going in any direction. The third elemental stroke would be S shapes. So these are like squiggles. You can make S's going anywhere. The next stroke, the number 4, would be orbs or circles. Orbs in different sizes. You should be able to make orbs in all sizes possible. And the last stroke, this is my favorite, you are gonna have to be able to make some dots. So these are the 5 elemental strokes that you are gonna be using to make your Zentangles. Now, Zentangles are usually done on a square of paper. I have a couple of different sizes here. I'm gonna use my big one today. And there are 8 steps to making a Zentangle. The first step is gratitude and appreciation. So remember that this project wants you to put your mind in a state of balance. So we're gonna take a moment and we're gonna feel grateful. Find something to feel grateful for. It can be the opportunity to do this project. It can be something that is happening in your life. You might feel grateful for your family. Whatever comes to your head, just let that sit in your mind for a moment and let's feel grateful. Okay, so step number 2. You're gonna start with your corner dots. That means that with your pencil, you are gonna use your pencil to put a dot in the corner here, another dot in the corner at the bottom, and one on each corner. You're going to connect these dots, and this is step number 3. We're going to create a border. So I'm gonna make a line joining these 2 dots. I'm gonna put my pencil here, but I'm actually gonna have my eyes coming to this other point, and I'm gonna keep my view, my eyes are here. Ready? So I'm gonna breathe in, and when I breathe out, I'm gonna make my line. Same thing to come this way. My eyes are gonna be looking at this point. My pencil is at the bottom. Breathe in, breathe out, and make your line. Same thing for the next one. From the top, my eyes are looking at the point at the bottom. Breathe in and breathe out. And my last line for the border, I'm gonna start on top and I'm gonna come to the bottom. You could do it, you could also do this the other way around. I just find this to be the easiest way for me. So my eyes are here at the bottom and my pencil is coming to the top. Breathe in, breathe out, and make your line. There we go. So now we have a border. As you can tell, your border doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so our next step is gonna be to make a string. And a string is just a line to divide my area. I'm gonna make a couple of samples here and you can copy your favorite. So you can make something, for example, like a Z shape that goes from side to side. If these spaces are too big, you can give this one more line. So now we have our background cut into segments. That's one idea. You could also do just like an X with curvy lines. You could also do just some squiggles on the back using some shapes. The idea here is to divide my background into different segments. So you can do something free like this one. Or you could even make some straight lines like that. My favorite one to make would be doing a loop going somewhere and then maybe doing another loop on another side. So these are some string samples. You can create your own. And this is gonna be your next step. So this is my string. Now I have divided my square into different segments. Our next step is gonna be to tangle. This is where you're going to pick one pattern for each area of your square. And I'm gonna have some inspiration here on the side for you to copy some tangles. You can also go and look at the other video and you can find inspiration on that one too. So let's get started. Remember that zentangles have layers. It means that you need to have different thicknesses in your patterns or different shades. So for example, here I did some lines and now I'm gonna color in between some of those lines to leave a black area and then a light area. These patterns have intention. Remember to keep your lines very close together. Okay guys, we are now done with my tangles. So all of my space has been filled out and none of my lines are overlapping. Each one of my areas has a different pattern. Now the next step is going to be to shade some of these areas. You can use your pencil to give some shadows in here. So for example, in this area that I have a really big pattern, I can shade the inner circles to make it look a little bit darker. And you can use your pencil to put some gray in here to shade it. I'm also gonna give a little bit of shade to this pattern on the very edge of the petals. So I'm just using a little bit of pencil. And you can rub your pencil with your finger to make it smoother. In here, for example, I could shade my inner star. So this shading, it's also giving this a layer. Remember that we said that patterns on zentangles have layers, they have something extra. So now that I've shaded some of my areas, I'm going to come to step number 7, which is to write my initials in here. And on the back, I'm gonna write my name and the year. On the back, I'm gonna write my name with a pencil. And on the front, however I want my zentangle to be, I kind of like it this way. I'm gonna write down my initials, so P-R for me, and the year as well, 2023. So this was step number 7, initial and sign on the back. Make sure to write your last name too. And the final step is to appreciate your Zentangle. Take a moment and be grateful again for having the opportunity to do this. You did a great job. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Don't go yet. You can find some inspiration at the end. Pause the video to look at the patterns. Ciao.